Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. We're going to be talking about Jurassic World today. As you can see, I'm cosplayed up and I've got my elephant gun. I am a Jurassic Park nut. I've loved the franchise for honestly as far back as I can remember. It came out at a very formative age for me. I loved Jurassic Park. I loved The Lost World. And frankly, I absolutely hated Jurassic Park 3. If you don't believe me, I can make a video with a 100-gallon Rubbermaid tub full of Jurassic Park memorabilia. Toys, books, posters, everything. Now, I didn't collect all the toys, don't get me wrong. But I was basically a 10-year-old directing my own sequels or replaying scenes with action figures. I'm sure most of us did this. So while I am absolutely stoked about the Jurassic World, I am steeling myself for disappointment. Because for the better part of 20 years of my life, I wanted to see some dino carnage. Okay? If you've read the books, Robert Muldoon blows away raptors. Okay? He blows them away. Granted, he is a raging Irish drunk from Kenya in the books, and a former ivory poacher, but the point is, the safari guide in the book Jurassic Park is a badass. Anyways, so, I love the Jurassic Park franchise. I absolutely love it. I am a fictional dinosaur nut. Hell, I even love Skyrim because it's basically that you're a mythical dinosaur hunter if you think about it. But there are certain things that I absolutely hate about the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World universe, and that is these dinosaurs seem invincible to gunfire. You've seen, or should have seen, the trailer drop for Jurassic World, for the second trailer, and from what I can see, either they're completely missing it with a belt-fed .50 caliber rifle out of the helicopter, or it's absorbing belt-fed .50 caliber armor-piercing ammunition. I mean, a belt-fed .50 is a wood chipper as far as organic material. So unless they bred some steel into this IREX, that thing should go down. I mean, if an AK-47 30-round mag pumped into an elephant by some ivory poacher somewhere in darkest Africa will bring down an elephant, anti-aircraft fire from a chopper should bring down a dinosaur. It's just plain physics. The weight of lead brings things down. Now, first of all, I hated Jurassic Park 3. They had all those fancy guns, and the mercenaries were too stupid to actually do anything about it. I wanted to see that Spinosaurus go down. Boom! End of story. Movie's over within the first half an hour, and then we get to see the T-Rex, blah, blah, blah. But no, Hollywood is completely ignorant to the way that guns work. It just is. I mean, it's ignorant politically to how guns work, and it's ignorant within the Jurassic Park universe that we also almost got to see the head get blown clean off of a T-Rex in the Lost World when Roland Tembo is up on the head of the T-Rex with his 600 Nitro Express, pulls the trigger, and the Greenpeace Earth Liberation Front guy has stolen his bullets. I mean, sure, it is what it is. But I also hate in the original Jurassic Park how Robert Muldoon's character from the book was completely emasculated, in the sense that in the book, he's blowing raptors up left and right with basically a Vietnam-era RPG. Okay, that would have worked for me. But the fact that he gets eaten by a trick that he walked into, that of course he should have known better, it's basically the equivalent of Quint from Jaws getting eaten. My point is, I am super excited about the Jurassic World franchise, but I fucking hate it because I have a feeling that it's going to ruin all the fan fiction that we as children wrote in our heads. But I want to like it so bad. Let me put it this way. I'm just glad that George R.R. Martin is not directing or writing the sequels for Jurassic Park. Because there is one steadfast rule in the Game of Thrones universe, and that is all men must die. However, in the case of the Jurassic World universe, spoilers, or at least my predictions, or my fantasy predictions. One, we're going to be stuck with 3 movies, because Hollywood is a bunch of greedy cunts. I suppose it's our fault for pirating, but Hollywood is a bunch of greedy fucking cunts, and so we can't have a good single standalone action fantasy movie. No, we got to make fucking 3 of them. Now, in the case of The Hobbit, I get it, because there are 3 distinct books within The Hobbit. And then there are 3 distinct books in The Lord of the Rings. And there's 6 episodes of Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. But so we're going to be stuck with 2 more cliffhanger movies. And I hope that they do a good job. But if you're familiar with my channel, you may have noticed that I'm a bit of a prepper, or at least a fantasy prepper. I don't take it too seriously. But I'm big into cosplay style of prepping. Like, it's a big joke to me sometimes. But I'm prepared for the dragon apocalypse. I shoot elephant guns, and I have a 100-pound bow. And I'm quite proficient with my Dragon Slayer bow. What I would like to see within the next 2 movies after this one is that we have some sort of dinosaur apocalypse where these genetically engineered dinosaurs get to the mainland, and rather than having a zombie apocalypse, we now have some sort of cross between Reign of Fire and Cadillacs and dinosaurs, okay? To where we now have normal everyday people living in the Jurassic world, where Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna have now contaminated the outside world. And humanity has to fight for its position as a dominant life force. That, quite honestly, is what I think is coming as far as the actual Jurassic World franchise is concerned. I'd love to see the animals get off the island and run amok in some type of apocalyptic scenario. I mean, granted, I don't know about you, but I got 2 elephant guns and 2 high-draw recurves and a whole bunch of arrows, so I'm set. Y'all better look into that. But, I mean, I'm excited, super excited, but I'm steeling myself for the heartbreaking letdown that will come. Quite honestly, what I want to see is I want to see this dinosaur expert, Owen, make a Hail Mary shot through the eye socket of that dinosaur directly into the brain case with his lever action guide gun and just drop it right there on the spot. All else can fail, the raptors run amok, but I want to see one shot from him drop it right through the eye socket. Now, speaking of physics, I'm pretty sure, at least from what I can tell from the trailer drop, that the, quote, ACU mercenaries are using KSGs. And going back to what I said originally about the weight of lead bringing something down, the weakest point in these animals would be their ankle joint at their foot. If you started pumping buckshot into that son of a bitch's legs, or in this case it's a female, if you started pumping buckshot into that cunt's fucking legs, she will hit the fucking dirt. But it's kind of like in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. You want to know the easiest way to foil Freddy Krueger to where none of the Nightmare on Elm Streets would ever need to happen except for the first one? The easiest way to foil Freddy Krueger is a fucking dream catcher, because he's a dream demon, and that is what a dream catcher is designed to prevent. But that's just too simple, and it's too logical. So we're going to have to go on this wild goose chase, where the goose chase you, see a whole bunch of people die, and then have some weird fucking way of having an immediate sequel. And I want to like it, and I will watch it, and I will like it, but in my heart, I will fucking hate it. But the point of the matter is, I'm Tex fucking Grebner, sexual tyrannosaur, and I got an elephant gun. I don't just got one elephant gun, I got 2 elephant guns. So, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for the dino apocalypse. Here's hoping we get to see a good Jurassic World. I'm done bitching and moaning. Don't forget to rate positively, comment nicely, and by all means, if you disagree with me or you agree with me, make me a video response and post it in the comments, and feel free to share this video, just because I know that there are so many of you dinosaur nuts out there. Who's ready for a dino apocalypse? As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please check out my friends over at legallyconcealed.org. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement, those of you serving in the military, and thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.